All right, and then on the travel front, we're looking at Marriott, too.
Yes, we are. All right, shares of hotel giant Marriott International. We're tracking MAR here, moving higher by lower actually, by about 0.2% after reporting and beating Q2 estimates on both the top and bottom lines there. You're taking a look at some of the actuals versus the estimates here. And it was a beat on both the top and bottom. However, one number to also focus in on here, which I think investors could be paying close attention to more broadly, is not just the comparable system-wide sales for the U.S., but worldwide here, because you actually saw a 14.1% decline in international markets. And what this could signal is that as you're starting to see that pullback economically in some of the European markets or EMEA region, that could also kind of protrude into this broader global economic pullback that we've been discussing and monitoring as well.
Yeah, China was weak for Marriott, but by and large, the stock was up almost 3%, I believe, initially after the report hit in the pre-market. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a bigger boost here. And this was a good quarter from Marriott here. Their guidance for the full year, which they didn't provide a couple months ago, almost 30 cents above consensus estimates for the full year. So clearly, it looks like Marriott's third quarter has started off pretty well, and they're banking on a big holiday season of travel.
Yeah, I'm just looking for some headlines from the conference call to see if anything there can explain. The only thing I see is Tony Capuano, the CEO, who you're going to speak to a little bit later, Saz, saying that U.S. business travel is down 9% in June from 2019. So that, even though we're seeing leisure travel back in a big way, business travel still has not returned, and that had been a very lucrative source of revenue for not just this company, but the travel industry more broadly, and that's an area that hasn't really returned.
And this is at a time where we know in the cost restructuring that companies typically look at, headcount is one of those mechanisms. Another mechanism to lower some of their outbound costs is additionally marketing. We've talked about that at extent. That showed up in some of the earnings results for these social media companies. But then additionally, a need-to-go basis for travel is something that you may also see companies start to re-implement as they're trying to tighten some of their own outbound costs as well right now, too.
Yeah, looking forward to that conversation with Anthony Capuano coming up very shortly.